I say all this to say, just because somebody presents themselves to be a victim, because that's all that he does, doesn't actually mean that they are. And that's something I've learned in life. And now I'll get into my story. And the goblin is really the reason I do this. Well, the goblin isn't. My stalking situation, when I came to my conclusion, is really the reason I do what I do with this channel. I don't know my stalker any more than I could know N-word boy. I don't know him, I don't know her, my stalker, any more than I even know my commenters in my comment section. I don't know who this is. This person insists they know me and has made it at this point, a 7-year mission, 6 or 7 year mission to stalk me all over social media. There's things that I'm going to leave out just so this person doesn't start getting ideas. But this person has reached out to me in more ways than social media. I'll just let you figure that out. So, this started years ago. This person claimed to have bipolar disorder. This person, this woman, and I'm assuming that as well, but she actually made content. She stopped making her videos a couple years, and so a couple years ago, and even in the content, you could tell a voice changer was being used, but for all I know, it's a woman. This person presents themselves as female. So, and I don't mean presents themselves like physically. They had like Chance has the VTuber thing. That's what my stalker would do. It's like this animated person who they shaped, like they chose a female character. And they designed it themselves. From all I know, this is a black woman, a Nigerian woman. And before people say, no, this is not a scam artist. I haven't been scammed by this person. So, the story I was told on this person's platform was she has bipolar disorder. She got to such a state that she tried to jump off a building at her college. And herds of police had to come and all this other stuff. I took it at face value, and I sort of took this person under my wing. Big mistake. I'm going to say this, and I don't care who thinks what. If someone has just told you that they get, normally people who have survived, unaliving themselves, they will present it in a certain type of way. That's not the way this person presented this. And I don't know. I still believe this woman actually graduated and works for someone because she was in college for business. And one would think if you were that bad mentally, you wouldn't even be, you would be watched. But anyway, I took that at face value instead of just seeing the nuttiness for what it was and realizing how poor of boundaries that was. And I was the one who got hooked. So, I would talk to this person, I would be in private chats with this person, and we were friendly conversation. Knew nothing about this person outside of those things. Knew nothing about this person except for them being a black woman, and they would go to channels, as well as I did back then, that would concern like black women and black issues concerning black women. Well, I was in college at the time, And I woke up to a barrage of abuse through Facebook. Because I ended up having to block her off my Facebook. I just totally got rid of that Facebook account. And she just accused me of all these things. I had made a video at that time about this. Well, it wasn't about, like, I was just sitting here talking about people's business about this other person. And this was when I was much younger. So I would have handled things much differently. And it was a response video. And they were two crazy women. One was much older than I was and still is. And she also was accusing me of random things. She would go from platform to platform to platform just to have her story be heard of how I had abused her and done all these horrible things. The older woman did. And anytime I did anything or didn't do anything, that was abusive to her. So, and this woman reported a bunch of trauma in her past, and literally everywhere on YouTube her name was dead, and she blamed me for that too, is because she eventually just got blocked off of everybody's platform. Because she's nuts. And this, my stalker, chose to join leagues with this person for whatever reason. And then I knew certain things to this older woman had happened in her life. My stalker made that story hers and said that I had made fun of her rape when I didn't even know anything about her. And that went on, she went on an 8-month, well, I was off the internet for 8 months, so I don't know how long she was doing that. Went on a whole smear campaign across YouTube, made copies of my channel, like my avatar, to have me go into other people's chat rooms, making me look like I was doing stuff to them. I was just off the internet for 8 months, so I just let her have it. Eventually, and there were people who would talk to me. People said, this, like, she's getting blocked off of people's platforms as well. And the little smear campaign may have worked for a little bit. Now nobody cares. So, fast forward. This person has made thousands of fake accounts just to target me. Recently, I think it was yesterday or the day before, when I made that post of my picture, I caught one of her troll accounts. She had just made it, and then she was dumb enough to leave all her who she subscribed to open. So she just literally subscribed to every Cyrax, channel there is that covers Cyrax, just to hope to find me there. And that's what she does, is she will try to figure out my patterns. Before this community, I used to just hang out in, like, the lawyers who do Zoom. Not do Zoom, but they, like, will do videos on, like, the different judges and the different cases and all this other stuff. She probably did just subscribe to all those accounts just in hopes to find me there. She did. And in one of their channels. And, which I don't comment there anymore. And I don't mind saying that it was Law Talk with Mike. So she would comment to look like she was participating, because you can go back and see how many comments this person has left on this person's channel. So she had, for a couple of weeks, commented on Law Talk with Mike's channel. Then she would go in for the kill, so to speak, and then I'd be talking to someone about the topic of the channel. She would either comment to someone else, but the comment would be about me. Or she'll just directly comment to me, and it would be nothing about the topic at hand. It would be nothing about the video that we're watching. It would be about how I'm dumb and I don't deserve to have an opinion and all this stuff. And I finally, at some point, just deleted my old YouTube channel, which had a lot of stuff saved. And I just said, it's not even worth it. And I thought that was appeasing her because she had taken a break. She takes a break like a serial killer, where they take this 5-year break or year break where you don't see them and they're not in operation anymore, or at least at this time. That's what she does. And then you feel like, oh, she finally got a life. Wrong. So, I was in a Facebook group, I'm not there anymore, about process serving. And she decided she would go there, and she disguised herself as 2 white men, with Confederate flags. One of them had a Confederate flag. And I made a video on my other channel that's about stalking, but I'll say it here. I had accidentally, if you're on Facebook, you'd know, you now have the option to be incognito. And I accidentally had pushed that option. And I posted my comment. And I didn't think too much about it. I didn't mean to do that, but I didn't think too much about it. Then I was commented to about, why did you go incognito? Because aren't you trying to network with people? That was one of the white men. Then I made my responses, and one of the other comments was something, it went on a while, and then the other white man commented to me, well, we don't know who you are. And then I sort of had a Jesus question to them. Well, who do you say that I am? And this white man responded back, oh, you're the girl from Chicago who scams everybody, that everybody in the comment section is talking about. Well, number one, I've never scammed anybody. I've not made any money off social media. I've not asked for any money on social media. Certainly haven't had to lie to people to get money off social media, or have a pretense or act like I was selling something or whatever the case. And nobody was talking about me. And I blocked those 2 accounts and left that group. So, again, there has been several attempts by this person that I have documented and will continue to document. This person was setting up doctor's appointments for me, doctors I didn't even know, in states that I didn't even live in.